your brows, they'll be like, all right, I'm blind. Does that make any sense? No. Huge. Hello, I'm Jo and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today we're going to be doing something really fun. I have just returned and showered from my little Sephora haul. I am not normally someone who spends a lot of money on makeup. Like for a makeup artist, I think it's actually shocking. That being said, there were some things that I actually ran out of, so I needed new of, and I wanted to try some new products that I've had like my eyeball on for quite some time, and so I'm really looking forward to this first impressions, like talk through kind of video with you guys. I'm not gonna show you everything that I bought because I bought some skincare and I don't have an opinion on that yet because I haven't used it. The one thing that I will say that I'm super looking forward to that all of my friends from Sephora, because I used to work there, said was bomb.com is the Milk Moisturizer. Other than that, I picked up a little sample of some Drybar dry shampoo. With my points, I got some Bum Bum cream. Woo, that was so beautiful. But this stuff feels amazing on your skin. It's supposed to be really good for like cellulite, stretch marks, things like that. I didn't notice like a huge difference. I also didn't apply it as often as I think you're supposed to. So I think I'm going to give this one more try. And then what is the difference between an instant rush of hydration? Well, we need that. Fast absorbing body cream. Oh, tighten the appearance of skin. So we're gonna be tight and moist. What I wanna use on my face today is the KOSSAS tinted, what is this? Tinted face oil. So I went in looking for a tinted moisturizer because and one of my friends recommended this because she loves the tinted beauty oil, tinted face oil. It's an oil, it's beautiful or something. And currently Sephora is not allowed to like swatch things on you, but I did watch her do it to like her arm. Here's hoping this is the correct color. Oh, that's so liquid. Oh, right, of course it's liquid. It's a beauty oil. Ooh. You know, for an oil that actually feels rather dry. In general, I love oils because I'm so dry, but it feels dry. I don't know what I think of this. Like, it seems nice. I guess I've just never experienced like that kind of texture before, like a dry wetness. Because like the truth is that I like for my skin to look like skin, and then I like for my eyeshadow to be vibrant. So I will say that you can still see a little bit of my skin peeking through, and granted I didn't use a whole ton, and that's probably how I would apply it in general. I'm used to using the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and I love this stuff because it gives me a little bit of dew, just enough coverage to get rid of like my redness, but without looking like textured or cakey. But like, I'm not mad at it. I guess I just really wasn't expecting that. I've been wanting to try the KAJA concealer since they were released in Sephora. They were actually released right before I stopped working there. I don't buy makeup. So this is long awaited. In addition to this concealer, I also picked up the Cover FX Power Plate Concealer. I've used this before, I'm obsessed with this, but Sephora will no longer be carrying Cover FX, so it is currently 30% off. They don't have a ton of colors left because they're on sale, like 30% off is a good deal. So I did go ahead and pick up one of these. I would have bought several simply because I do love it that much, but this is the only one that they had. Anyways, so I want to try this right here. I'm just gonna put a smidgen on the inner corners and then a little bit on the outer corner. Just upon like swatching it into my face, it kind of reminds me of ColourPop's concealer, how that's like fairly liquid as well. I didn't like the ColourPop one, or at least I didn't enjoy it when I was using it to like prime my eyelid. People rave about the ColourPop concealer, but I wasn't a huge fan. My skin looks so good. And it's not. That's why we bought the skincare. What is it anyway? So like you can still see a little bit of my skin peeking through on my skin, but overall it's got like this beautiful like luminescence to it. I don't feel like it's too terribly heavy. I feel like this is really good for the summertime for my personal preference. Of course, I don't know how it wears, so we're gonna see how that goes later, but for right now, I'm pretty pleased with the way that this looks. Do you guys often try new products, or do you pretty much find like one thing that works and then stick with that? Be that like a particular brand that you're loyal to, or you know, are there like just staple products that you get every time you run out? for the longest time, I don't like trying things because I don't like returning them, but I want to stay current on like new products and trends and things like that because it's my job. So it's always kind of been like a catch-22 for me. There's nothing I hate more than wasting money and time. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be trying is the Milk Cosmetics. This is like their tinted brow gel. One thing I will say, like first impression already, I freaking love when brow mascaras have this tiny, tiny little applicator. Like the one from Benefits is really tiny, and I love it because you can get precisely where you want without like caking excess product onto your skin. For those of you who have been asking for a brow tutorial, that will be up very shortly. Those are some like fluffy brows. We'll see how it stays. It didn't feel as tacky as the one from ABH's, which I love the tackiness, so that may be something that I don't enjoy quite as much, but we will see. I'm so excited about this. So when these came out, I wanted one, but I didn't want to spend the money on it, and then I was like, ugh. I saw it in person, and I don't have colors like a lot of these, so I just bit the bullet and I bought it anyways. I bought the NORVINA palette and I bought the blue one because look at that. I haven't even swatched it yet. I'm just the most excited. Y'all know that this right here I'm like obsessed with, but what really sold me on the palette was actually this color and this color, but because I don't have anything quite like either of those. Let's see, I think we're actually going to play with this color here, and then I want to dust. I like really want to touch this color. Oh, look, I did. Ooh, yes, I think I'm gonna do this across the lid and then tap a little bit of like these two into the outer corner. That fox eye like makeup look has been trending here on YouTube, and it's something that I've like wanted to try, but I haven't. So I think that's what we're gonna do. That is so beautiful. That like brick red color was actually like rather overpowering in the best way. Like I love the way that that blended out. The problem with reds is that usually when you go to blend them out, if you don't like press them in, they actually lose a lot of their tone, and they do often come across as like a little bit more pink, but I don't feel like that looks pink at all. I feel like that still looks rather red. What a fun eye shape for me too, because you know, like I'm so used to having like big round blown out because everything on my face is so round, but I think this like sharp like I think it's doing something for me. One thing I will say is that I noticed when I was doing the second eye that when I first like stamped out that brown shade and then went to like blend it out, I did have a little bit of trouble that I don't remember having with this eye, but I was also like talking to you guys as I was doing it, so I may just not have noticed. In general though, I really love this color combination with like the maroon, the brown, and the gold. It's somewhere between like Hogwarts, because you guys know I just did the Harry Potter series here on this channel, and also the Fire Nation, because I just finished Avatar last night. And I cried. So when I used to work at Sephora, we would get gratis, which is free makeup every now and then from certain brands based on like what was coming out, what the brand wanted to like treat us with. If you sold so many of like the A or B based on like what the brand's like goals were. And this was given to me for free, not this color, a different color. And it is my favorite lip gloss in the whole entire world. And I thought to myself, I said, Self, you will never spend, what is it, $26, $29? Where's my receipt? I don't want to know, actually. It's like absurdly priced, absurdly. So I went into Sephora and I got everything that I needed, and then I was like, okay, is there anything that I want just to treat myself a little bit? Don't go crazy, because I could have spent everything that I spent on just things that I needed on things that I want. Because like I want things, I just don't often buy them for myself. But today I cracked. The color that I was given is called Sugar Sugar, and it's like this gorgeous like nude. It looks so good on me when I've got a tan, which is not often. It looks really good on me when I'm a snowflake. This is the color Work It. Ooh, yes, ma'am. Oh, I love that. This actually may be my favorite thing that I got today, simply because I knew that I already liked these, and I've only ever owned the one, and it's a nude, but sometimes you need a little step up from a nude. You need a little bit of more. It's on my teeth. And that would be the only downside. But what's nice is that that wasn't a liquid lipstick, because that would have dried on my face and then my thumbnail would have been like, so I'm not normally one to spend this much money on a lip gloss, okay? But this is the most like moisturizing, buttery, like actual silk. If I could own this entire line, I would. I cannot justify spending that much money that many times over. So instead, when I run out, I will think about getting another one for a very long time and then finally bite the bullet, which is kind of what happened with this. This is gonna be, I don't know why I put that back in the box. Let's talk about everything that we used and give you like my final first impression thoughts. I keep having to reference like what it's officially called, but it's just the tinted face oil from KOSSAS. So initially I had a little bit of reservation about like the texture of it because I've never once put an oil on my face that simultaneously also felt dry. In general though, I do really like the kind of coverage. It's what I would expect from a tinted moisturizer. What I don't like about it though is that it doesn't have any SPF in it. And normally if I'm getting a tinted moisturizer like the Laura Mercier one, that is something that I look for. I forgot to ask. Also, I haven't worn it for longer than the duration of this video. So I will, I'll probably follow up in a few days or like in a future video and just let you guys know my like lasting impression of these products. So as for this tinted brow gel, this is the color MJ, and this is from Milk Cosmetics. I do really, really like the color. I love the fact that the applicator is that tiny little like micro brush because it's cute, and also it gives you a little bit more control. I think that it did a good job. It wasn't too terribly messy. Sometimes when you open the ABH one, there's just so much product, which is great because they last forever, but so much product that you do have to kind of like wipe off the brush at first, especially if it's like brand new, because like your brows, they'll be like huge. The one thing that I noticed so far is that I've already had to like flick some of my brow hairs back in place, and that could be because I applied such a little amount. I am used to the ABH one where a little goes a long way as far as like durability and like plastering it down to your face goes. I feel like it doesn't really like set my brow hairs, but it definitely did tint them. I like the color. I'm not mad at it. So the KAJA concealer, and I am the color Banana Milk. I did go back halfway through the tutorial and add a little bit of powder, which I think maybe in the future, if I continue to use this, I will powder it a little bit sooner after applying it, just to kind of see if that changes like any of like the crepiness or whatever. The price point is really good, and I think that these are currently on sale as well. Don't hold me to that, but I think that they are. The real problem is just that I'm obsessed with the CoverFX Power Play Concealer, which like I said is no longer going to be sold in Sephora. So I think that it had a high standard to like live up to. Moving on to the palette. So even though I didn't really play with a ton of colors, I will say that I'm like obsessed with not only the way that this eye look is, but also just like the color story of this. I will say that I had just a hint of trouble here with this brown shade. I don't know, I am gonna continue playing with it. Also, I cannot wait to delve deeper into like this fluorescent shade right here. This pink has a beautiful like metallic reflect to it, and also these two, which is no joke the reason that I bought the palette. So I'll probably do a video using just this palette soon. That way I get to play with a little bit more of the colors, see how different things like blend out, and really give you like a thorough or in-depth idea of like what I think. All of the other products that I used here on my face are things that I know that I like, so I will include those in the description box below. You are more than welcome to check those out if you would like. The thing of the day that just like really won for me, of course, is this freaking gloss. I hate the price point for this, but I unfortunately do think that I will continue to buy them as I run out because I just haven't found anything quite like it. So if you guys have a gloss that you recommend, something that I should definitely try, go ahead and drop that in the comments down below. I'm more than ready to fall in love with something at half that price point, maybe a fourth. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. That is my first ever haul video. Let me know in the comments down below anything that you guys have recently purchased that you are just absolutely loving, or something that you're considering buying. If I've tried it, I'll give you my opinion down below. Keep in mind that people's opinions on products vary so much simply because everybody has not only a different skin type, but personal preference, and the way that you apply and how comfortable you are with certain products is definitely going to like change the color payoff and the wear and all of that jazz. That said, I hope you guys are having a fun, safe, healthy day, and I will see you in the next one.